Alright, in today's video, we're going to be talking about 7 Upwork mistakes that 91% of freelancers make and probably don't know about it yet. So as you can see, I've sent over close to 400 Upwork proposals so far. I've gotten a bunch of invites and I've made a good sum of amounts on the Upwork platform. As you can see, I've made over $7,000 plus. I do short form video editing for coaches, agency, and brands. This is my account, this is my portfolio, this is 5-star reviews. I've gotten a bunch of 5-star reviews, so I pretty know how to write proposals that get clients to hire me, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that, and I'm going to be going over the mistakes that many freelancers make, especially beginners. Now, the first mistake is writing proposals for themselves and not the client. The thing is that when you read a job proposal on Upwork, you need to understand the client's pain points and then target your proposal. Let your proposal target that particular pain point. This is what I'm talking about. If we go on this, let's say we go on this job post now. This is short form content editor, Instagram Reels slash YouTube Shorts. Sorry, I'm being biased. I'm using video editing here, but this applies to whether you're doing web design, graphic design, and any other thing. Now, as you can see, they're looking for a short form editor and all of this. Let me just skip to this part. They said we'll be looking for 5 to 10 shots or reels edits per week. Now you can see the deliverable. This is what they want. Now, if you come down here, they say quantity is our number one concern. So they are concerned about quantity. So if I'm framing this job proposal now, if I'm framing this cover letter or proposal for this particular job, to apply for this particular job, I will not be telling them I have 3 years of experience, I've done this is what I know how to do. No, 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 no. I will target it to the client's particular pain points or to the client's desire. Their desire here is quantity. Quantity is their number one concern. So as you can see now, if I want to start writing a job post for this now, I can come and say something like this. I can say something like this. Hi, then I get the client's name. Let's say I've gotten the client's name. Of course, I've showed you guys how to get the client's name. All you need to do is just come down, scroll down, then look for, like I said, I recommend applying to jobs on Upwork that have um that have I recommend applying to jobs that the clients have actually employed other freelancers in the past. So they'll have reviews on their platform now, and then you can verify if they're a good client or not. Or as you can see now, this client has hired Hyan, this guy Robert, and all of that. So if you see, this big star is the one from the freelancer, then the small star is to the freelancer. So the big one from the freelancer, that is where the name of the client is. So as you can see, Thomas has been a great client to work with. So what is his name? Thomas. Copy it. Now come here. You see what's his name? Thomas. So hi Thomas. Hi Thomas. Then you come back. Now he said what? Quantity is our number one concern. Now that is a key point and you need to take note of. So you start this not by saying I have 3 years of experience. This is why so many of you guys that use cover letter templates is very, very dangerous. I understand it can give you a framing, but it's kind of dangerous because every job post is different, and then the way you approach every job post is also supposed to be different. The cover letter template is just supposed to guide you and help you frame your thoughts properly, but the keywords there are all supposed to be different. That's why I don't recommend using AI to write cover letters. Now, hi Thomas. Now you can say I understand, or you can just start with quality or delivering quality, something like that. Delivering quality shots in a small period of time is what I specialize in doing. Something like that. So you see, you reference something he used, delivering quality shots in a small period or in a little period of time is what I specialize in doing. So you need to just read their job post and write it to them, not to yourself. Don't talk about yourself in your job post. Talk about the client instead. Now, the next and the most expensive mistake I see a lot of freelancers make is their first two lines are weak. The first two lines are weak. So basically, your first two lines should carry two things. It should either talk about the pain points of the client, or it should talk about a given desire, or it should reference something that they mentioned in their job proposal. So if your um cover letter does not carry these three things, it's very, very dangerous. It will get skipped. The first thing is that it should carry something they said in their job proposal. The second thing is that it should Okay, the first thing is that it should reference something they mentioned in their job proposal. The second thing is that it should either talk about their pain points or their desire. Very, very, very important. If you notice the way I framed this particular one now, we talked about something they mentioned in the job proposal, something they mentioned. Okay, speaking of cover letter, I kind of have a template for you guys below. It's down there in the description. You can get it all for free. Just click the link, input your details, download it. It's there for free. So your first two lines of your cover letter is the most expensive, because on Upwork clients are getting hundreds of applicants per job post. So imagine your job post is number 68, and the way they do it is that when they are going through the people that apply to the jobs, they just scroll. They just read the first line. Okay, first line. Then anyone that catches their attention, anyone that hooks them, probably someone that understands what they said, or for some clients, they might mention a particular word in their job proposal and they'll say starts with this word. So only the people that starts with that word that they're actually going to read. So please, I need you to take your time to focus on that first two lines, especially the first line is very, very, very important. So you need to focus on that if you want to get clients on Upwork. Now, the third mistakes I see a lot of freelancers doing is applying to jobs that you are only 60% qualified. Now, I want you to get something on Upwork. If we come here now, if you watch, I do short form video editing, like I said initially. As you can see my profile, I specialize in short form video editing, not video editing, not random video editing, not even social media video editing. Short form videos only, not fit. Okay, let's go over. Let me show you something. Look now. See, short form content editor. So if I'm looking at this job now, if I'm looking at these jobs, what kind of jobs should I apply to? I'll give you an example now. When I see short form content editor, yes, I'm applying to this. Short form editor for the yes. Short form, yes. Social media first video, not really. Creative video editor for not really. Direct response, not really. Canva, not really. Content editor for fit, not really. Repurpose podcast, yes, because it's also short. A light spot, not really. Okay, short form video editor, maybe. YouTube video editor, social media reels, sure. Performance video editor, no. So you can see, I don't apply to jobs that I'm 60% or even 80% qualified for. I apply to jobs that I'm 100% qualified for. One, because I want to manage my connects. I don't want to waste my connects. And then two, it gives me a higher chance of even getting the attention of the clients, and for the clients even reading my job post or even going to my profile and then inviting me and probably hiring me in the end. So it's very, very, very important. Please, you need to apply to jobs that you are 100% qualified for. 100% qualified for. In fact, the worst case scenario is that you see people applying to jobs in a different niche entirely. So you're a web designer and you're applying to video editing jobs. There's no way you can get that. You're a graphic designer, you're applying to a social media post, a social media manager's job or something like that. So please avoid all of those things. Focus on the jobs that are in your niche and that you are 100% qualified for. Now, the fourth mistake I see a lot of people making is overwriting instead of structuring. They overwrite their job proposals instead of structuring. On Upwork, job proposals that win are short. They are very, very short. They go straight to the point. They have results. They have a lot of things to show for. Like I said, you need to start with the client's name. You need to reference something they said and then talk about their desire or their pain points. Next thing is that you need to show results. Very important. So this result part, this is where you need a portfolio now. In your portfolio, you need to create, okay, if you don't have a portfolio, I have a video that shows you how to create a portfolio. Maybe I'll link it down below. You can check my channel to get it. You need to create a stunning portfolio, and when creating a portfolio, please put in a lot of time in actually creating that portfolio, because you'll be using it for a long time. Like me now, I created my portfolio, I think 7 or 8 or 10 months ago, and I'm still using it till now, whether on Upwork or outside the platform. I'm still using my portfolio till tomorrow. You can either create a website portfolio or you can create a portfolio with Google Drive. Now, you need to put the link of your portfolio in your proposal, because they say action speaks louder than words, and one image is better than 1,000 words. It's very, very important. A picture tells 1,000 words, basically. So, and a video tells 1,000,000,000 words if a picture tells 1,000 words. So please, I need you guys to put in your portfolio links in your proposals. So like I said, the first one start with the client's name, the next one reference something they said in the job post, the next talk about the desire, or their pain point and how you are the solution to that pain point. Then the next line, you need to put a link to a result you've gotten a client, or a video you've edited, or a website you've designed, or just something you've done before. Don't apply without putting the link to something you've done. Then the next line, you need to add in a question, because that question is what we get clients to respond to you. This is a gold here. The moment I got this on Upwork, my proposal rate skyrocketed. If I apply to, let's say, 10 jobs, I used to get at least two or three of them to message me, not just view, message. So it's very, very important. Very important. Another thing I will advise you is that in your proposal, offer something for free. Offer something for free. You easily stand out and get the client to message you, because most people want free stuff. They want free stuff. So it's very, very important. Like I said, if you want an in-depth explanation, or if you want a proposal template you can just go over or use as a structure in applying to jobs on Upwork, I have the link below. Click on the link, download it. It's all for free, and I'm giving it to you guys. All I ask in return is that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. All right. Now, you see, I've already said this, but the next one is no specific proof. No specific proof. So you need proof in your proposals. And what is proof? Proof is the results you've gotten people before. Okay, if you see my account now, see my account now. Basically, in my Upwork proposal, I reference my portfolio. In my proposals I used to apply to jobs, I tell them, okay, if you click on my account now and check my portfolio, you see the results I've gotten clients. So they eventually click on my account and go to my portfolio and be like, okay, 10 to 190K in 2 months, 0 to this in 3 months. This is before and after video. And if they scroll to the next one, you can see it's going to load. So basically, for you guys that are new on Upwork, I recommend you do between 3 to 5 portfolio pieces minimum. Like me, I have a lot of them. I have dozens of them, probably a dozen. So you can see I have another result here, 0 to 24K in 6 months. Here's what my clients are saying. I have clients testimonials. You can see this is very, very important. Short form examples. So you need all of these things. I need to put the link to them. If you don't have them on Upwork here, which I recommend putting them on Upwork, because this will help you get invites on autopilot. Because when clients land on your platform, they can see these things and then invite you easily. But if you don't have them here on Upwork, which I highly recommend putting, if you don't have them here on Upwork, have them in a Google Drive, and then you can easily send them to your clients. All right, now the next mistake I see clients making, freelancers making, is this: competing on price instead of clarity. Competing on price instead of clarity. I see a lot of you guys, you just come on Upwork, videos that usually cost, let's say, $30. You just come and say, okay, I'll do the video for $5. I'll do the video for, bro. Clients smell desperation from afar off. And one thing with bringing cheap price is that cheap price means low quality in the eyes of clients. If you tell somebody, okay, if I told you this iPhone XR now that I bought it for $1, would you believe? You'd be like, they probably scammed that guy. It's probably a bad phone. But if I told you, okay, I bought it for $400 and all of this, thing, you'd be like, okay, yeah, 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 it's kind of good. So if you are reducing your price, you're actually reducing your value in the sight of the client, of the client. So the higher your price, the higher the perceived value, especially when you can package it properly. So please don't compete on price. Go on ChatGPT, go on YouTube, get the industry standard for your work. For a video editor, get the industry standard. Search on YouTube how much to charge for a short form video, how much to charge for a website, website, how much to charge for a graphic design post. Check, then see the actual price people are charging. Yes, then you can use those prices. Please, it's very important. And if you charge low prices for your clients, or if you offer low prices, you attract cheap clients, and those cheap clients, they usually have bad character. They're the ones that will stress you. They'll say submit the work quickly. They will pressure you. They'll pay you low money. They'll give you bad reviews at the end. They are so stressful. The people that have the money on Upwork are people that are business owners. They are busy people. They don't have too much time. They just give you the work. Okay, you can deliver this. Okay, deliver it for me, and I'll pay you whatever you want. So please don't compete on price. It's very, very, very risky. Now, the next one is ending without a direction. Never end your proposal without a direction. Please, never end your proposal. Like I said, the last thing you want to put is ask a question. Ask a question. End by asking them a question. You can ask them a question now. Let's say it's a video editing job now. Let's say for example, this job. Let's use this job for example now. Now, if we read this guy, now this job is saying he's looking for a short form video editor, also potentially for long form, blah 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 for YouTube. Now, if we come to deliverables, you say 5 to 10 reels per week at approximately these seconds. So now, a question I can ask this guy is, Do you use CapCut or Premiere Pro for editing your videos currently? Or would you like, he said 72 hours turnaround per 5 reel. You say, um, would you be glad if I can turn it out in 48 hours for the 5 reels? So just ask a question that relates to the job post, but make the question short and catchy. Because the goal of writing a proposal on Upwork is to get them to respond to you, is to get them to reply you. So please make sure you write those proposals with questions at the end. Questions at the end. Of course, I think the proposal template I put below, there are questions there for you. So click it, use it, all for free. But please make sure you have questions at the end. Then after that, you can now say, speak soon, we'll talk. So let's say, for example, after you've written your first line, the first line is referencing something, right? Second line is talking about a desire they have, talking about the desire they have, then showing that you are a solution to that desire. How do you do that? By telling them to check out your previous work. Then you put your portfolio link here. Put your portfolio link here. After that, you now ask them a question. You can see how short this proposal is, right? Ask them a question about the proposal. Then you tell them speak soon. Then you put your name under. So very, very simple, very short. So this is the method. First, hi, client's name, then reference something they said, and talk about a desire or pain point. Then show that you are the solution by telling them to check out your previous work, then a question and all of that. Yeah. So after you've done that, at least you increase your chances of getting a response on Upwork. And if you want more in-depth knowledge and if you want more strategies on how to get clients on Upwork, I'm going to put my Wados link below. Click it, message me on WhatsApp. It's on the first line in description. Message me on WhatsApp and we're going to talk. I'll see if you're a great um, freelancer for us to work together, and maybe I'll give you more tips and strategies to get more clients on Upwork. Basically, we have a program where we dive in deep, cover some of these strategies. I give you proposal templates. I will hold your hands and walk you through the whole process. Some of you guys want mentorship. I offer mentorship. All of that is very, very cheap. It's not that expensive. Just click the first link in the description. Send me a message. We'll talk on WhatsApp. Especially for those of you in Africa and Nigeria, I highly recommend you go through this because I've gone through what you're about to go through and I've experienced it. If you check out my account, say my account is currently blocked, so I know what not to do so your account would not be blocked. Yeah, that's just a long story. I kind of recorded a video about it. You can also check my channel for that. All right, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.